Hi, my name is Alexandra Medina, and I am your Indiana HOSA State Secretary. And today we're just going to be debriefing a little bit about a book I have been loving and what I learned. The book that I'm going to be basing off my presentation off today is written by James Kozness and Barry Posner. So the Student Leadership Challenge is about how young leaders mobilize others to make extraordinary things happen. And that goes for any type of setting, classrooms, your residence hall, student government, leading to the entire campus, and then your neighboring community, to your state, and then nation. The Student Leadership Challenge is about the impact that you can make on others, and then they can make on a bigger group of people. Commitment number 5 is the one that we're going to be debriefing today, and it's based on searching for opportunities. When searching for opportunities, you have to question all the types of methods, both previous and current. So this is going to help you stay up to date on current trends, and it's going to open up new ways of leadership, because when staying informed as to how people have done it in the past and how you are doing it now, you're still gonna try to ask yourself a couple questions. You're gonna try to ask yourself, how can I make this better? And what's wrong with what we're doing today? And how can you make it more effective? So you're gonna look at both previous and current ways of doing something, and you're gonna try to make it better. You want to seize the initiative. Exemplary leaders embrace the commitment to search for opportunities to ensure the extraordinary things happen. People like this want to engage in 2 different types of essentials: in seizing the initiative and exercising outside. When seizing the initiative, leaders want to make things happen. They also want to rely on the outside to seek initiative out ideas from beyond the boundaries of familiar experience. This refers directly to trying to get outside perspectives, whether they're from different areas of business or entrepreneurship, just trying to get different ideas and perspectives from people that are benefiting from your business, benefiting from your way of leadership, or just an outside resource that has been in your shoes and wants to give you a few pointers. They also want to innovate and look outside of the box to be great. So this reflects back on relying on outside to seek from initiative ideas. You just want to get a lot of input from different people because they might see a couple mistakes or give you some constructive criticism that you might need and might be crucial to making your business or your way of leadership to its best. Make something happen. These leaders want to make the absolute best version of themselves as they can be. They want to also seize the initiative to change the way that things are. If you can think of ways to improve the process, you should definitely take it. These type of leaders work beyond their job description and see opportunities where others don't. This doesn't just apply to presidents and vice presidents of clubs or class advisors. This applies to every and any student of any class. So if you are awarded class advisor, and for class advisor, all you have to do is meet a couple meetings. You want to go outside of your job description and give monthly handouts on what is being covered in the class or important announcements and important due dates outside of your job description is your end goal, because that's what's going to make you an exemplary leader. And you also want to see opportunities where others don't. So others are relying on asking the teacher about reminding them on a certain due date. So the teacher says that an assignment is due beginning of February, and the others are going to rely that the teacher's going to remind them. You as a class advisor, or you as just a student in general, can make monthly handouts, can make a class group chat and remind everyone. Work beyond your job description and see opportunities to help your classmates along with yourself where others might not. Encourage initiative in others. Change requires leadership, and every person can provide creative ideas and suggest improvements. Like I previously stated, you do not need to be a class advisor or have this big job title in order to provide change. And leaders can take initiative and encourage initiative in others. As you can see in this diagram that reflects on the engagement being directly related to being able to experiment and take risks, 67.8% voted very likely for leaders to look for ways that others can try out new ideas and methods. And 67.8% said who strongly agree that they are engaged. So 67.8% are strongly engaged, even though the person leading the change isn't necessarily a documented or assigned leader. Challenge with purpose. You want to approach change with a purpose in mind. You don't want to go into something blindly and have everyone change a trend that was working well enough to produce results, and you change it because you want to produce better results, but since you didn't have a purpose or a goal in mind necessarily, your change went down. And again, change does not ensure a good outcome. Like in that case, if you just make change without a purpose, you won't reach your goal because it was never a goal to reach in the first place. Leaders don't challenge just for challenge's sake. So just because there can be a challenge or a little mini competition between who can do something first or who can do something better, they don't just do it to do it. They do it to achieve a goal and a purpose in mind. And leaders raise challenges to resolve and improve a situation, not just simply to complain. More often than not, leaders are recognized as people with input and people that lead other people to comment their perspective on a certain thing. And that's often not the case. Leaders are people who make change. And again, that change must be done with a purpose in mind. So if you are a person just giving their input, you're not a leader. You're not the best leader that you can be.